because I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally just paid over $200 for this paper cutter that's not cutting a slice of paper. Hey you guys, so today I want to talk about 3 things I wish I knew when starting my small business. So my name is Valencia and I have a dog, her name is Liberty. So you may see her pop in and out of the videos. But I am the owner of Grace the Shop. I started this business like maybe 2 years ago, right around COVID, and I really wasn't sure what I was doing. Because originally it started off with just doing digital illustrations, and then I was like, well, you know what, maybe I can actually sell some physical products. I did illustrations of certain people. My sister shared something I did, and everyone was like, ooh, make me one, make me one. So I was like, okay. I started selling those. Maybe I can add those into the video somewhere for you guys to see what I used to do. And I still do sometimes when people request. And then I said, well, maybe I can actually create something that I like. So I started to make just different illustrations of girls in cute outfits, you know, fashion, and then I added some flowers and faith, and I was like, oh my goodness, I think I like this. Let me figure out how I can make this into something I can sell. So I started making handmade items on Etsy. It's been a journey, okay? Because originally it started off as a hobby, turned into business, so I've learned some things that I hope can be helpful to you guys today. So the truth is that I started off as a hobby, and that would have changed a few things if I would have known this was going to be a business. Because the way I approach things, it was not necessarily the way you should approach starting a business. And I know there's a couple of us that have gotten our hobbies and turned them into businesses. So even if you are where I am today, figuring these things out, hopefully this can still help you make some adjustments, because I'm definitely making the adjustment now that I am a business, an actual LLC. Because previously I was just me, you know, drawing. So the first question is this a hobby or is this a business? So ask yourself, how am I going to make money in this business? So ask yourself, how do I want to sell my products? Am I online or am I in person? Will I put my artwork on something and let someone else create the item, or will I be handmade and do the items myself? Do I actually want to have just a digital item and sell only online, or do I want to have a physical product that I have to ship? Those are just a few questions that I wish I would have thought about, because originally I was just doing digital. So to switch from digital to physical, it was a very big switch, because there's fees associated with doing a digital product that I was not expecting whenever I started to actually have something to put in the mail. Shipping fees, packaging, even more so branding. Of course, you know, you brand, but you want to make sure your brand is consistent when somebody places an order. So that was a big deal too. So something else I wish I knew was the whole world of social media for small businesses. I jumped in because I started on my personal page. I had one name, and then I changed it to another name. I had a type of product, I changed to a totally different product. So the transition has been interesting. Was interesting. Now I'm fully integrated into the new name, Grace the Shop, so I'm really excited about that. But I only had Facebook and Instagram, because Facebook and Instagram are the only platforms that I had previously, except for Pinterest. I never even dove into the potential of using Pinterest so that way I can get more customers. It wasn't until recently that I realized that Pinterest is just a video and picture version of a search engine. So why not put your videos and pictures of your products on Pinterest? So that's something that I'm learning to do now. You want to do whatever you can to make sure that you get yourself visibility, because that's the whole goal of social media platforms. Having a social media platform is not a marketing strategy. It's not your only marketing strategy. It cannot be the way that you plan to get and keep your customers. It is something that you do to get yourself seen, but it is not your your shipping. It is not your branding. It is not your e-commerce checkout process. Like all of that stuff is what it takes to get your, get your business actually rolling, because you can have followers and not be making sales. And you can have sales without having a bunch of followers. So social media is not the end all be all when it comes to your small business, but it is something that you want to make sure you're utilizing properly. So for me, I just started with TikTok. I just started with YouTube. And I'm trying to do what I can to get myself out there. Something that I've noticed that I was having a problem with is that a lot of times with small businesses, we saturate our current market of customers. Like everybody we know and the people that they know about our business. But when it comes to people that have never seen me before, they don't know me, I have to do, like, it takes a different type of marketing to get my stuff in front of that person. It's not just the like, share on my personal Facebook page. It takes intentionality, it takes strategy. And sometimes when we saturate our market with what we know, or the people that we know, we get stuck and we're like, where are the new customers? The goal is to attain and to get new customers. So you have to make sure that you are putting yourself out there. The question is, where are the customers? Are they in person? Are they on TikTok? Are they on Twitter? Are they on YouTube? How can you get your product or your service in front of those people? Because your, 200, 1,000 friends on Facebook is not it. There is a strategy to growing. So using social media in the proper context can help you get and reach that goal. Okay, so the third thing that I wish I knew ahead of time was the thing that as a creative person, I really didn't spend a lot of time on, and that's the financials. I was totally using my own personal account, spending tons of money on materials. I wasn't entirely sure on how I was going to make these things. I didn't know about, the best type of Cricut to get, so I just bought one. I didn't know the best type of paper to get, so I bought like 10. I didn't know pretty much anything. And so I was spending my own personal hard-earned cash to basically test things out. And though that's not bad, it is something that you have to be smart plan for. Like, go ahead and know that when you're getting started with the business, you're going to end up spending some money to figure out the best process, because what you want to do is figure out what works for you. Like for me, I initially started to, so I have notebooks, and I initially started to print my own paper. The problem is that my paper, one, of course, you get computer paper, not expensive, but what is expensive? Ink. So I was literally printing my own paper, my own lined paper, front and back. And so not only was I printing it, but then I had to cut it. And I'm telling you right now, I spent hundreds of dollars on ink, and I was like, this is not working for me. And then I went to the store, and I was like, okay, literally the only thing in these notebooks are lined paper. I was stressing myself out, trying my best to have this like one-of-a-kind experience, but just start somewhere. Like, you have to know, if you don't have $1,000 to invest, if you don't have an actual investor, if you don't have everything set up for your business, it's okay. But you have to know that you might not be where you want to, but you do need to get started, because once you get started, you'll be able to grow. Once you get started, you'll get the money back and you'll be able to invest it back into the business. Once you get started, it's not just, oh, well, I'm going to have this premium paper and it's going to be a great experience, and you don't have anybody to sell it to. Like, initially, you're building a brand, you're learning your processes, you're figuring out how to, save money, trim the fat when it comes to, it used to take me 2 hours to make one notebook, and now it takes me 20 minutes. How did I do that? I was practicing. I think it's important that we pay attention to the financial aspect, not just what we're spending personally, but also when it comes to taxes, and when it comes to making sure we're filing correctly. Are we an LLC? Are we a sole proprietorship? Are we in partnership with somebody? that type of stuff, definitely do your research, and maybe I can give some more information on that and the reasons why I decided to become an LLC. And maybe, yeah, maybe I can make a video about that in the future. But saying all that to say, it's really important to just do your research. You want to research the best materials. You want to research the best packaging. You want to research, look things up. Me, I'm a person, I like to do, and that's how I learn. And so if you are a doer learner like me, then you may, go ahead and just prepare that you're going to put some financial investment into your business and be okay with that. So I would say do what you can so that way you don't overspend. So research first as much as possible. Look at reviews. I had a paper cutter that I purchased that's supposed to be, industrial. And girl, I bought this paper cutter. I had it for maybe 6 months and the blade is dull. And I'm still like mad about it. So I haven't bought another one. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally just paid over $200 for this paper cutter that's not cutting a slice of paper, a piece of paper. So I was really upset by that. So just do the research. I went back and I looked at the reviews, and there in the reviews, there was people complaining about the blade dulling. And I'm like, okay. So that's my fault because I was like, oh, it's a paper cutter. Oh, it's on sale. Oh, I need one. Oh, it can ship in 2 days. Thanks, Amazon. And I didn't do the research. So just research and plan out your financials. Like, plan it out. Okay, bonus thing. I have a bonus item. The fourth thing that I wish I would have known was that you have to stop and reevaluate every once in a while where your business is. Because the goal, of course, is to have a brand that is recognized and you're making sales and you love what you do, but you cannot be in a space where you're constantly drowning in fees and fines and you're not able to keep up with orders. Like, you have to stop and evaluate and say, okay, what's working and what's not working. If you don't ever do that, you just head down, then you might be missing what you can do to either get more sales or save more money or go. Like, I didn't even know or even think about going downtown to the market until maybe like 5 months after I had switched my name over and all that stuff. So just schedule some time. As creators, I know we like to create, and that was my problem. I just wanted to create stuff. Like, I didn't want to do any of this extra stuff. Look, don't just be the creator. When you have a business, you have to put on your business hat. You have to put on your manager hat. You have to put on your CEO hat and say, hey, how do I, 1, make the bottom line, 2, make my brand recognizable, 3, make sure that I'm growing. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please, 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 thumbs up, subscribe. My goal is to put out more and more content about what I've learned, what I'm doing now, more about Grace the Shop. So please follow Grace the Shop on Instagram, and we have a TikTok, and we have a Pinterest, and we have a Facebook. And so let me know what you guys have learned as you're on your small business journey. And also let me know what you guys would like for me to post more about. I'm super excited about having this YouTube channel and being able to share more with you guys. So please get in contact with me. I'm super excited to build this community where we support each other because I know we need it. I need it. I'm sure you need it. So thank you for watching. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, you guys.